There's a common truth to Venus and Scorpio that Venus is considered to be in a sign that it is very unfamiliar with being in because what is Venus? It's feminine, it's soft, it's attractive, it's graceful, it's charming. And Scorpio is really, really deep and very intense. It's the fire water sign. And so Venus and Scorpio looks for relationships that are not light and fluffy, that are not superficial. You really, really want to know the person at a very, very deep soul level. And that is at the heart of Venus, the planet of relationship and love, in the sign of Scorpio. If you have Venus in Scorpio in your birth chart, you're either a Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Capricorn sun, if you have this particular placement. So in this video, I'm going to be really delving deep into the meaning of Venus in Scorpio and talking about if you have this placement, what it means in your love and value life. So let's dive in. The very, very first thing that we need to understand is that love is a very serious and deep business for you. You're not looking for superficial connections, you're looking at deep soul connections. Now, you are a partner that is 110% committed to that other person. You're very, very loyal. And you're looking for relationships that can last for the long term, very similar to Venus and Capricorn. But in Scorpio, it's for the emotional security of that, as opposed to the stability of it, which is Capricorn energy. You will be very, very loyal to the partner. You will be there 100% committed because Scorpio is a fixed sign of desires of I love you, I desire you, and so I will have you and I will be 100% there for you. Um, you're there for your partner thick and thin. You're 100% dedicated to your partner. What is the belief of this placement is that actions speak louder than words. And that can be very, very heightened for this placement. So actions, the things that you do, the things that you act upon in the world really, really mean a lot to you and really speak volumes for you. It's very, very easy for you to dig deep and see who people really are. You're not looking for the masks that people put on. You're looking at who they really are at a deep soul level of their core, their root of whom they really are. You want to understand others on a deep level. You may look for others' secrets. You may probe and dig deep into somebody and investigate into them to find out who they truly are, what their secrets really are, revealing their skeletons in the closet. Now, you're not the most easy for people to gain your trust because you're very, very discerning, very similar to Venus and Virgo. You're very particular about whom you really put your love focus in because people really need to gain your trust and loyalty very, very selectively and very well before you really get close to them. You're very fierce. That's the quality that could describe you because Scorpio, fire, water. Passionate in love. That's a very, very common trait with this placement. Very sexual in love. We can't talk about Venus and Scorpio without mentioning sex. And dedicated in love. That's who you are. Now you are protective and loyal to the root core. You are fiercely protective over your lovers and your friends, over your partners, and all of those kind of valuable individuals in your life. You're very, very fiercely protective over them. This placement is very intense. You want intense relationships with this placement. You're very charismatic. You can be very resilient, understand what it takes to be very, very strong. Um, and so with this placement, you can radiate strong sexual energy without you. Now you may really, really dig deep into things. You may see beyond the surface level. You may see beyond face value what other people see. You may really, really pick up on things and see things that others overlook to really, really dig down to the surface of things. Um, Your emotions really run deep and you have high emotional intelligence. So that is a very, very common trait with this placement as well. You're very selective about whom you truly open up to. You may have trust issues, issues with trusting others. You want to be in control of your emotions and your love life 100%. You want deep connections that are not superficial. You want to go internal. You want to be very, very quiet. Scorpio wants to connect with you, but in a way that you're not using words to connect, that you're just being, that you're just giving off your energy. So you want to be introverted. You want to go internal. You don't like oversharing. Quiet is very, very important to you. Now, you want to be with someone where you can be your authentic self around, where they recognize all the qualities of you, all the facets of you, both the light attributes and the dark attributes. And so you may be into mysterious topics, occult topics, taboo topics. You're more into power rather than physical things, rather than hoarding physical possessions, because it's Scorpio energy. You're more into personal power. You're your most valuable possession in your life. That's something which is a very, very ingrained belief for you. There may be trauma that you may have in your life from past wounds, past relationships, past experiences that really, really challenge your sense of self-worth. You're not having a very, very strong sense of self-worth. Um, so if Venus in Scorpio is whole and secure, well integrated and secure, they will be very loyal and caring towards you. There's a deep soul need for a sense of belonging with this placement. So that is really, really, important for you. You may be very possessive of the people that you are interested in, of the people that you are invested in on a mental and emotional level. You may be jealous of others if the song Jolene, by begging of you, please, please don't take my man, please don't take him just because you can't. That song is kind of an encapsulation of Venus and Scorpio because it's very jealous of others who want to take their lover. Any cheating, anything like that, no, they don't do that at all. And no one really does, but particularly them. So they want to get to the truth of who others are. They want to dig deep into who they truly are. Loyalty is incredibly important to you. At the low level, you may be very manipulative. You know how to get people to do what you want them to do. You may have trouble letting go of things, people, power, control, because Scorpio, we have to remember, is a fixed sign. And so fixed signs find it very difficult to let go and to change, whereas mutable signs are the adapting signs. So they come after the fixed signs. Immutable signs have the opposite problem, where their roots are not very strong. With this not being able to let go, they are 100% committed to their partner. But letting go of any hurt, any pain, any grudge, any wound, that may be very, very difficult for them. Incredibly difficult. Now, Venus and Scorpio people are very compatible with Venus in the other Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or the other water signs, including Venus and Scorpio, which would be Venus and Cancer, Venus and Pisces. They're deeply loyal and super committed in relationship. That's something very, very important for them. They may be possessive in love. You may be very magnetic. You may absorb people really easily, possibly staring at them, but you don't want them to stare back at you. Okay, so that is all I have on Venus and Scorpio. This was a little quick video, very short video that I wanted to film this morning. Um, and so I hope that you found this video valuable and insightful, and if you did, please like it, share it, um, play around with all the features below the video. And my next video will be on Venus in the sign of Sagittarius, which values mental pursuits, higher education, and travel. Those themes will be discussed in that video on Venus and Sagittarius coming out in a couple of days or tomorrow or, whenever I plan to film the video. So anyway, lots of love. Bye for now. See you in the next video.